Welcome everyone to my CIDC 6 run. This is gonna be the first round where I'm up against Solomon at the top of his screen, who is playing Lightwater Dark Nature Fortress Burn, and I'm at the bottom of his screen playing Lightwater Dark Hydro Hurricane with Gigazald. Solomon is going to win the die roll, which is going to give him a slight advantage, allowing him to reach his powerful spells quicker. He's gonna break on turn 3, however, but it evens out because I also break. I only get my water source now, and it's a multi, so I can't use it. He's gonna have a turn 4 energy stream, and I'm gonna have the same thing. Now for this event I decided to test a build with 4 Gigazald and 4 Miraculous Snare, and in testing it did very well, but in practice, I mean in the tournament, it's not gonna do as well as I hoped it would. I only had time to test against the decks. I was expecting maybe 2 matches or 4 matches depending on the deck, but that's nowhere near enough. You have to test like at least 10 best of 3s per deck to get a good idea if the deck can perform consistently or not. He had the Faliga to get back the energy stream, and now the Surfer is gonna bounce the Ice Vapor. So I'm just gonna resummon it back again. And yeah, this is exactly the reason why this version isn't as great as I thought it would be, because having 4 Gigazalds leads to these situations where you have like 3 Gigazalds in your hand but no baits, so they're kind of dead cards in matchups where they should be really useful. So yeah, not having that one clamp kinda hurts me here, because I could have just played Cranium Clamp before Ice Vapor and set him back a bit on cards so he couldn't do just about anything he wants with so many cards. Because with more cards he has many more options, like ramp into Soul Swap to get our fortress quicker, for example. That's just one example. Or yeah, a spell removing Ice Vapor won't hurt him too much because he will still have quite a few cards remaining. He's gonna charge the Sky Sword, and that looks like a Soul Swap or maybe a Bronze Tribe. Yeah, Bronze Tribe followed by Soul Swap to get out Fortress Shell. And it doesn't matter that he's losing some cards to Ice Vapor, because I'm on 4 mana and he has 2 berries on the field which are 4k and above already. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to summon Mistrias here. Now if he has a Soul Swap again, he can just get out the other Fortress Shell. Or even better if he has Faliga, because Yeah, there's the Faliga. He can get back the Soul Swap and then use the Soul Swap to swap out the weaker Bronze Drive for the much stronger Fortress Shell, also putting me on lower mana. And then he's gonna be he's gonna have 4 creatures which are 4k and above on the field while I'm on 4 mana, so that is pretty huge. And I don't think I would be able to come back from that unless I get something like Gigabalza, Zarov Shields plus Petrova boosting them or something like that. And after all of that, he is still on 7 mana, so yeah. And because I only have darkness mana now, I can only summon 1 light blocker, which I don't think is gonna be enough, and if he has removal, even less so. I'm charging Mistrias because I'm in a position where I have to defend myself, so I need to hold on to all the blockers I have. My only option here is to hope I draw a Gigaslag with the Laura Giga, and unfortunately I did not. Luckily he draws Logic Cube, which he cannot use because of Ice Vapor. But that doesn't change the fact that he still has 4 beefy creatures on the field, which he can just turn sideways. I do get a Terror Pit, fortunately. And yeah, could summon like Palolysis with Laura Giga here. I don't know if I would do that because I kinda need the Laura Gigas to trade with the Faligas. Yeah. I'm asking if I can take it back, but to be fair, I would rather summon Palolysis and Laura Giga so I can have 4k Laura Gigas. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway because he top decks the Plague. And yeah, we're gonna go into the second game. Not the best hand, not the best starting hand against Fortress, but maybe we can get a Darkness source for the Gigabalza here. At least we have the Gigaslag to charge for the Gigabalza, so that's something. Gonna charge the Palolysis because they're not very relevant in the Fortress matchup. And I'm definitely not summoning Gigaslag or a turn 3 creature against Fortress, which has a very high consistency of Cranium Clamp. Now I can go for Gigaballs at turn 4 and then Mistrias on turn 5. It's just too bad I didn't have a 3-drop. Sniping the plague is good here, and he Bronze Tribe also charged another one, so that gives me hope that he doesn't have another one. Gonna have to charge this energy stream, though I'm not sure about it. Just in case he has lost soul, I guess, so I can unlock the water mana. The fact that he hasn't slammed Plague tells me he doesn't have it, so he's just gonna swap out my Mystrias for a Laura Giga. Here I'm definitely gonna charge mana, and I'm gonna discard his last card with Gigazald, which was a foul. Now he's just gonna play Corpse Charger, getting back the Faliga. I'm just gonna set up another Gigaslug to have as bait for the Gigazald, and there it is. And now I'm just gonna start chipping at shields with 2 Gigazald, and unfortunately for me he top decks a Plague, so I am gonna have to destroy one of the Gigazalds. And yeah, just gonna have to resummon the slug. Unfortunately, I don't get another Mystrias or... And yeah, there's the Faliga for the swap, which is gonna bring out a Fortress Shell, and now I'm in a really bad position. Even has a Surfer to bounce the Gigaslug. And top decks another Fortress Shell, so it's not looking good for me at this point. I kinda have to summon blockers at this point, because I'm starting to be in a position where I have to defend myself. But for some reason I still... yeah. Top decking Fortress after Fortress, not looking good for me now. Even as a fighter Duel Fang here. He can honestly even afford to go in at this point. Yeah, especially after this Plague for the 2 Gigaslugs. And I'm gonna have to block the double break from fighter Duel Fang, but it's not gonna matter. I'm just gonna type GG because he's definitely won this one convincingly. And yeah, that was the first round from CIDC 6. My deck should be on the screen for those of you who are interested. And until next time, see ya.